Today, no joke, I woke up and could not remember what day it was. I was determined to not pick up my phone right away to try to figure out what day it was. It's like, no, Owen, you got this. Like, you can figure out what day it is without looking at your phone right now. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It took me a while to remember, even first of all, that it was a weekend, and then, oh, okay, today is Saturday. And all of my reference points, especially of all my days lately, are starting to look the same. They are all looking very much the same. And a lot is not really changing or moving around. And it's getting harder and harder to distinguish between what is happening on Thursday or Sunday or even, what's today? It is Saturday. Almost, yes, Saturday. Yeah, it is Saturday. Okay, see? I don't even know. This is what's going on right now. I'm going a little nuts. We're all going a little nuts. So we'll talk about how to, what I'm doing is sort of keep me moving in this time when everything starts to look the same, and maybe what you can do as well if you want to keep your creative brain active and keep it from freezing up in all of the sameness going on. So hello, I am Owen. Thank you very much for joining today. I appreciate it. If you are watching on YouTube, then I hope you will subscribe. Please hit that button below this video. And on Facebook, I hope that you will join our group for Abundance Hackers. Abundance Hackers are people who know how to find creative solutions to support themselves and serve those around them when times get tough, which is like right now. So I'm going to put a link in the chat for you here, and then go ahead and click there and join the group. So, all right. So, talking about that, don't even recognize what day it is, and very recently we're getting indications that things are loosening up, and there are things are opening. Certain things are opening. It's not really much is opening unless you're in a place like Wisconsin at the moment where it's just completely, they actually are calling it the Wild West, and they're opening up. But really, reasonably, what's happening with the lockdown is we're going to be here for the next foreseeable future. And when I hear that and I start to see a lot of the things that were sort of cool and, as twisted as this sounds, right? But we're sort of cool and new and exciting about, this quarantine lifestyle. And now it's like, this quarantine lifestyle. Summer is on the way. Spring is here. It's so nice. And all the things I would normally be doing right now, I am totally not, because I am quarantining in my house day in, day out, day in, day out. And on top of that, there's no other connection. Hey, Mr. Berkey, Coach Chris Berkey in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Indeed. The palm trees. But, so I hear this. And it starts to it grates on me. And it makes me honestly, many days, not want to get up. I feel like I am having to many days I have to push myself to get up and get out of bed in the morning, just because it's like, what's going on? It's the same thing again. And am I just spinning my wheels over and over and over again? And should I even bother? Am I actually doing anything? Am I having an impact? And am I just fighting against a situation that there's no way around? So I hear this and I'm tempted to give up. Like I said, to not get up in the morning, but also at the same time tempted to not pick up a new project or even work on a project they've already got. It makes me feel like I kind of just want to just lay on the couch. I am not going to lie. It took a lot for me to get up here and get here talking to you right now. I just wanted to just completely check out. And it didn't come from I'm so exhausted, because that's not true. I'm getting plenty of sleep. I've got a great, schedule for all of that, so I can get it all done. And yet at the same time, right, it's how do I move myself forward? What's going on here? Paul, yeah, what's up? Paul Yusat. Nice, welcome. So, yeah, I'm just tempted to stop. I'm just tempted to slow down. But at the same time, I know that, and I know this from my past experience, because I have gone into this time of giving into that temptation to just do nothing. And really, at the core of that is just totally running away, completely running away from what it was that I didn't want to face. Many times it had to something to do with money, and would just push it off, push it aside, be like, you know what, I'll know when this is an emergency. And then I found out when it was an emergency, and it was never really very pleasant. So here I am. I know that I really don't like to let things go in a way that I'm just ignoring them and I'm running from them and I'm letting them pile up. I feel better when I have a plan. I feel better when I know where I'm going. And even if I am up against insurmountable odds, if I've got at least some plan to get through half of 1% of this problem, then I feel a lot better than if I have no idea how to do it. So anyway, so this is the deal. If you feel like you're getting stuck in this situation, you're getting a little bored, and the days are starting to blend into each other, like they are for me, then here's what I'm doing. Here's what you can do as well. And the first is to take a walk. This is a big one, and this is a tricky one right now. So for me, I have typically had a regular walking schedule that I'll do around my neighborhood. I work from home, so every couple hours I'll get up and I'll take, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes and walk around a certain path. And I usually do that pretty aggressively. And since the lockdown began, since our COVID reality began, and we started needing to wear masks and things like that, it became a little bit more of a hassle. And I found it was easier to let my work spill into the time I would normally be walking. It was easier for me to just be like, maybe that this isn't gonna matter. I don't need this right now. So I noticed I stopped doing that, and as I stopped walking, I noticed that not only did my body get a little more sludgier, but my brain got a little sludgier too. And even though it is a bit of a pain, it is a pain to put a mask on and go outside, I do it and I get my exercise. And I find that when I do get out and I take a walk, that I do get my creativity flowing a lot better than I would if I hadn't done that. Next thing you can do is call somebody, talk to somebody, and to ask them how they're doing right now. The stories that are happening right now, not just in your life, but in the people that you know, in your family, and your friends. I call whenever I speak to somebody, and I was just speaking with my father earlier today, and it's inspiring to hear how are other people dealing with what is happening right now. How are other people coming up with the solutions to the unique problems of our crazy world right now? And frankly, also talking to somebody is all we can really do right now, because it's not like you can reach out and touch somebody, because you shouldn't do that. But unless I guess you're quarantining in the house together, but we don't really have any connection with each other, and getting bored, getting disconnected, you can really break that by talking to somebody. Ask them what their story is, figure out what they're up to, see how maybe you can help. I have reconnected with friends from elementary school that I haven't spoken to in years, and we talk almost every day now. It's amazing. So reach out, talk to somebody. This is the perfect time to do it, and you have every excuse to do it. If you have any, if you're ever worried about oh, I'm not going to reach out and talk to this person because ooh, why are you talking to me? Nobody cares right now. Everybody is happy to hear from everybody right now. So reach out and talk to somebody. And then the last thing is, if you need something to sink your teeth into, then get involved with your passion. Figure out what your passion is and spend an hour a day. Put an hour a day out of your schedule to work on your passion, about how you can engage with it, how you can spend more time with it, get better at it, make it a bigger part of your life. Spend some time doing something that you love. And if you don't know what your passion is, then use this hour out of your day to research it, to figure it out, to explore it, to play. There's no rules. Just figure out what you want to do. Figure out what really connects with you, what it is that you want to do. Is it serving other people? Is it helping the people who need it? Is it making software? Is it, cars? What have you, and whatever you got. Figure it out. And if you need some help getting out of your rut, if you are indeed in one right now, then go ahead and go on over to owenjward.com. Just tell me where to send it, and I will give you your free copy of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower. It is your guide to go from scarcity to abundance. So I would love to help you out. Take a look. Let me know what's going on. I hope that if you are stuck in the boredom, that you have a way to get it out. We need your creativity. We all need it now more than ever. So whatever you need to get out of that rut, let's do it. Stay in touch. Hit me up. And thank you so much, Chris Berkey, Coach Chris Berkey, for joining. Love this dude. He is, by the way, in our exciting 30 Days to Freedom Challenge, which, if you haven't heard about it, is just awesome. We're actually about to launch a second round of the challenge. So if you're interested in learning more about that, there's some awesome stuff with Coach Chris Berkey on the inside as well. Hit him up, hit me up, let me know. I would love to have you in it. So, Mr. Coach Chris Berkey, thank you. Paul, you slat, I think that's how it is. Thank you for joining today. I hope you're having an awesome Saturday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.